Guys, anyone that supports Kamala Harris, we must put pressure on them. One, they're either a pedophile, that's a huge one. Two, they're either a selfish, dumb pig, and selfish, dumb pig is that they don't care about Americans or the average person, they're whatever, they're dumb fucks. Or three, they're paid for. So guys, someone like Quavo, we can't support him. He's either one, a pedophile, two, a selfish pig, or three, a dumb fuck loser that is paid for. There's only three options. So at Quavo, you're either a pedophile, a selfish pig, or you're paid for. There's only the three options, dude. Quavo, you're smarter than that. At Quavo, we gotta stand up against these guys. We have to stand up. We must stand up. At Quavo, pedophile, selfish pig, broke loser.
Don't hit that. Good boy. Sit down, find a seat. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are. It's your boy Lean here, Troy Andrews, leaningfitness.com. Thank you for always checking on me, keeping me accountable, keeping me upright, keeping me formidable in this online space. I do have a little bit to talk about, and it expresses itself from the pondering part of my brain, strictly off observation. It's very interesting to me to see a gentleman, Steve will do it, Irish, Jewish, Caucasian, European, American man, calling out one of hip hop's most illustrious, exciting, successful, followed, and swag creating artists. Steve will do it in that video called out Quavo because of his support for Kamala Harris. Steve will do it. I don't really know what exactly he does. He does a plethora of different things, obviously. But he just called out Quavo, a hip hop artist, right? Let me just surmise this really quick. Some random white entertainer just called out a black entertainer. This random white entertainer, I'm guessing, is into the humor, into the acting, into the podcast, and maybe the informative side of life and lifestyle. While this gentleman is a hip hop star, rapper, gangster rapper, bees in the trap, running up the bando type of gentleman who never hesitates to talk about gunplay, never hesitates to talk about gun violence, even though as of recent, he is a victim in a sense, or a family victim, a familiar victim, a proximity victim of gun violence, right? Maybe based on what he has experienced in the last 2 to 4 years has allowed him to tune down. That was my benefit of the doubt. But lo and behold, because I keep my ear to where it needs to be and I keep my eyes to where they need to go, you observe this gentleman having a verbal sparring match or verbal sparring battle on wax and music against Chris Brown. Totally lost that particular battle. I don't think he was truly prepared for Chris Brown's rapping ability. But to get to the meat and potatoes, what fucks me up with you black men, with us black men, and I say that softly, is how when another black man calls you out and says some things that you don't like about yourself, he may point out your insecurities, point out your behaviors, point out your bad patterns, point out your lack of consistency, point out something. Usually, there's always a response. There's always energy that encompasses a threat, encompasses, all right, we'll see, encompasses, I'm going to pull up on you, encompasses, when I see you, it's on sight. But it's interesting to me when certain white men of a higher, if not equal tax bracket call these same black men out. You don't hear a freaking word. And shame on you to a lot of the blogs who don't continue to entertain this the way you entertain black on black verbal sparring. But also shame on the black man, because you have made it very clear that you will always go to war with those who look like you, those you are familiar with, those of you that you have the same skin tone or same ethnicity to. Quick to get that beef going with a fellow black man or a fellow hip hop star. But it's interesting to me when these white pundits, these Asian pundits, these pundits that are not of your culture. They are not of your ethnicity. They are not of your race. They are not of your makeup. They don't come from the same experiences that you came from. When they say something or do something, we let it ride. Who else gets a pass? The former Philadelphia Sixers owner and the Fanatics creator. What's his name? What's his name? The rich white boy who has all the actors come to his all white party. His name is literally right here. All I need to do is look. But that might be a good thing. These people are not the most memorable, or they're not always on the front of my hippocampus. Here's my point. I don't condone violence. I don't promote violence. I promote respect. I promote consistency more than this equality word. That word has been beat like a dead horse into the ground. Consistency. Consistency. Any man comes at me, doesn't matter his skin tone. We got to talk about it. He might be right. He might be wrong. He might have tap danced on one of my insecurities. He might have created an intellectual thought that deems a conversation. Then from that conversation, we can see if it needs to become physical. But at the end of the day, I'd notice we will go all out. We will pull out all the stops, all the weapons, all the tools, all the resources to combat a fellow rapper or a fellow black man or a fellow Atlanta Georgian, you know what I'm saying, or a fellow whatever we have a familiarity, similarity, or congruency with. We will be quick to respond. But then when there's somebody that's not in your culture, not in your ethnicity, doesn't live down the block, doesn't chop down at the bando, they not from Atlanta, they not tripping on money. If anything, they probably got a higher net worth than you. It's interesting how it's just news in passing. Again, I don't condone violence, but what I don't like, respect, or condone is how you guys treat one another, you treat us like pinatas, while everybody else can say whatever they want to say about you and they get a pass. This white boy called you a pedophile. This white boy called you a punk. This white boy called you a pussy. This white boy said you're a loser. Usually the responses are swift, but because we both know that in hip hop, as well as basketball and football and a lot of these other entertainment entities, they can snatch y'all shit like that. Take your endorsements, take your checks. So I get it. But it's definitely weak, in my opinion, that you guys are always ready to fight the crab in the barrel, but you're never ready to fight your way out of the barrel by using the other crabs. You stand up straight, I climb on your back, I stand on your shoulders. Those two people stand up straight. Third guy climbs on his back, climbs up on top of his shoulders, climbs up the other guy's calf, grabbing onto his hips, climbing up on top of his shoulders. So on and so forth, till the guy that is the final climber, he's outside of the barrel. Now he can throw us a rope. Now he can give us a hand and pull us up. But you guys don't think like that. I still love you though. It's me. It's you. It's us.